Welcome back to the Ice Bat Sports Podcast. I'm Griff.
I'm Matt.
And we've got Super Bowl right ahead of us. We got Chiefs, we got 49ers, and Super Bowl is only a couple days away now. Less than a week away.
Yeah, I mean, arguably the two best teams in the league going at it. The Chiefs, they had their fair share of struggles this year. Niners had a small stretch, but, I mean, when it came to having to play some of the best teams in the league, they showed out. They blew out the Eagles, they blew out the Cowboys, just to name some. They've had a great year.
Yeah, they have. And the Chiefs, I mean, they kind of remind me of the way the Patriots dynasty was ran. You didn't really care about the regular season.
Yep.
The regular season was just kind of your warm-up for the playoffs. And those good teams, when you know you're good and you know your guys are going to perform, all you got to do is just get there, right, and you're going to perform in the playoffs. You've been there. You know what to do. These guys like Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, the defense stepping up. These guys have been there. They've done it. And now they're showing that they're able to execute come playoffs when it really matters. Yeah,
and it's one of those things, too. I mean, they're feared like the Patriots dynasty was.
Yeah.
It's gotten to the point where you don't want to see the Chiefs in the playoffs. And there's something about playing them. You know, I mean, the Bills went through it. Dolphins, the weather was a little sketchy there, but Dolphins went through it. Ravens went through it.
Yeah.
I mean, these are all teams that were great in the regular season, arguably better than the Chiefs. But I feel like there's this stigma that they had to kind of overcome, and I feel like they kind of went into the game, all of their games with just being feared.
Yeah, I mean, they've just got that mindset that they know they're going in there and they're going to win that game.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a team you don't want to play or see in the playoffs. And, I mean, the Niners, I can't really say the same. I mean, they dominated the regular season, and, yeah, they're in the Super Bowl. But you look at the games they played to get there. They had the first round bye. Then you play the Packers, a game they should have lost. Then you go and you play the Lions.
Another game you should have lost.
You should have lost. The Lions should have won that game had it not been for Dan Campbell coming out and what was it? Twice. It was
not taking three.
Yeah, you could have went for a field goal. You're on fourth down and you go for it. That's just bad coaching. I know you just got to get there. It doesn't matter how you do it. A win's a win in the win column, but.
Yeah.
I'm not as sold on this Niners team as I am the Chiefs team. The Chiefs they've come in, they've done it year in and year out. This is what their fourth time in 5 years being in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And what's this going to be? If they win, this will be their third win.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I mean, just jumping right into things, it's hard for me not to pick the Chiefs.
Yeah, 100%. Let's get into some strange prop bets before we make our picks. We both threw together our game predictions as well as a little parlay that we threw together. This is going to be a shorter episode. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It really helps us out. And next week we're going to be doing a lot of different things. Super Bowl recap. We're going to do our own awards show. It's going to be a fun one, so stay tuned for that. But let's get into some of the weirdest Super Bowl 58 prop bets. This is from sports bet listings. I'll leave the link in the description of this video if you guys want to check them out yourself. But we'll cover a couple of them. We've got at number 10. What song will Usher first sing on stage during the halftime show? My Way is the favorite at plus 105. Then we got DJ Got Us Falling in Love, Loving This Club, and then a bunch of others. I'm gonna go with
So his biggest song arguably is right? I mean, I don't listen to a lot of Usher.
Yeah, I'm not a big Usher guy.
I only recognize a couple of these.
Loving the Club's gonna go hard if he if he performs it. I will say that.
Yeah.
One of my favorite songs of all time.
So I mean,
banger. Just
looking at the list that's provided, I feel like he's gonna open up with something Super Bowl related. I mean, just or like championship related. You know what I mean? And right here, smack in the middle, is Superstar. I'm not familiar with the song.
Never heard it.
But Superstar. You got some of the best players in the league playing in the Super Bowl. biggest stage of them all. I think it'd make a lot of sense to open up with a song named Superstar.
I feel like this gets leaked again. I know last year's got leaked, and Trent put a ton of money on what Rihanna song was it? Nah, I forget. But he made a lot of money on that.
Oh, that's a first.
I know. Shout out Bucket with Trent. Next up, we got Taylor Swift's primary color of top at Super Bowl 58. Red, the heavy favorite at minus 500. We looked at this before. Yellow's the sleeper.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be wearing red. She's going to throw on that yellow. Plus 800. I might make an account on whatever site this is.
Yeah. Well, so, and the other thing, too, I mean, yeah, everybody's going to be wearing red. But red is the primary color for both teams.
Yeah.
Chiefs and Niners.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to make sure that you're, going and rooting for the right team, and you want to be displayed as such. So I think she's going to go on that secondary color with yellow.
I could see it.
White, I could also see. I mean, white's plus 600, yellow's plus 800.
It's not going to be red.
I don't think it's red. I honestly don't. Honestly, you could probably put a bet on both white or yellow. And, yeah, I mean, still
I
make your
want to
money.
see, there's no prop bet for this, but I want to bet on the over-under of Beers Crushed by Jason Kelsey.
Did you see their podcast? He said he had like 40 at the Bills game.
Did he?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, and he was doing shots out in the parking lot.
Dude's such a legend.
One thing that I do want to extend off of this Taylor Swift primary color is she wearing something bedazzled or sequins?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's got to be like minus 800 odds. She always is.
Yeah. Speaking of Taylor Swift, one of these prop bets is who will Joe Biden mention first during his pregame interview? We got two options here: Patrick Mahomes at minus 250 and Taylor Swift at plus 170.
I'm gonna go with Lionel Messi at plus 2,000. I think he thinks he's at the wrong football game.
It's the World Cup final.
Yeah.
And then, typical ones. National anthem, minute 26.5. This is a terrible line. The shortest anthem since 2007 was a minute and a half, so we're going 4 seconds under. Minus 160, hammer that over.
Yeah, Reba, does Reba have it in her to hold out those high notes still? I'm assuming.
I would assume so.
Love
me some Reba McEntire. That national anthem is going to be really good, I think.
I think it'll be all right. Who did it last year?
Chris Stapleton,
Stapleton
right?
did it last year?
Yeah. How long
Stapleton's rendition taking 2 minutes and 1 second last year. Wow. Yeah, but Stapleton's was so good last year, though.
Stapleton's was really good.
That was probably one of the best I can think of. I wasn't a fan years ago when Aerosmith did it. Or not Aerosmith, Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
Of Aerosmith. Yeah, you're right, though. I'm taking the over a minute and 26.
The length of the word brave in the national anthem, 3.5 seconds is the line. Over is minus 150. That's over 3.5 seconds is always smacking, I think.
Yeah. I think 4.5 is probably the better line here.
Yeah. Gatorade color.
Ooh.
This one's interesting. Red is plus 450. Both teams are red, and there's a good chance. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna go clear/water.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, so I don't understand why purple and blue are like the top two favorites.
I don't either.
I'm gonna do yellow/green/lime at plus 400. I think same deal with, the colors.
Last year was purple. That's why.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't get that. I'm going water though. I think water's.
Purple's that's weird. For the Chiefs to win that. The Chiefs.
Maybe the Super Bowl logo has to do with the Gatorade color.
Oh my god.
I'm creating my own conspiracy theory.
So maybe it is purple. Yeah, no, I'm probably going yellow, green/lime.
Who will the Super Bowl MVP refer to in his speech? Guess it all depends on MVP. I'm taking Travis Kelce, and I'm gonna go Taylor Swift, who's not even listed.
I think it's gonna be. Well, so this is a spoiler for my pick, but I think Mahomes wins MVP. Obviously, with everybody else and their brother except for Griffin. But Mahomes, I can just hear it in his voice right now. Hey, man, I couldn't have done it without my teammates, man. Like, I can just hear it right now. So I think he's shouting out his teammates, and I can see why that's the clear-cut favorite.
Yeah, I'm now with you. You sold me. I mean, there's a couple others on here. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description of this video.
Well, if it's Mahomes, family at plus 1,200 is definitely not.
No.
Well, first off, I mean, you know about his brother and his wife, right? Like, they're annoying to begin with. But then you got his father, who just got his 3rd DUI the other day. So,
his mugshot was hilarious. Put it up on the screen.
Well, the funniest thing was how they're talking about the conference championship. How, like, he was out at the tailgate drinking with fans and stuff.
God.
So it's just like, man, the timing is rough.
I think it's time to jump into our actual game predictions now. You know, all the little side bets are fun and all, but we're here for the Super Bowl. We're here for some good football, hopefully.
Yeah, I hope there's good commercials as well. There hasn't really been the best commercials the past couple of years.
Who was it? Paramount's was leaked early.
Yeah, that was funny.
The football one with Tua.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good one, actually.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
All right, so my prediction, I'm going Chiefs 27, 49ers 17.
And you're pretty good at the guessing the final score. You got the Bengals-Rams
Two
right.
years ago, I did get the Bengals-Rams. I got 23-20, won a couple $100 off that. Yeah, that was a good one. Last year I was way off. I had the Eagles winning last year, sorry.
It's all right. There's always next year.
But yeah, I'm going 27-17 Chiefs.
I like the Chiefs at 27. But I have the Niners at 24. I think they score one more touchdown than your prediction.
Yep.
I think this comes down to a 24-24 game. I think the Niners give back to the Chiefs with a little over a minute left on the clock.
And then on the sidelines, Harrison Butker gets hurt, and Justin Reed has to kick the game-winning field goal in the Super Bowl.
That would be amazing.
Could you imagine?
Dude, that would be incredible. No, yeah, I think the butt kicker hits a 45-yard to win the game.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't give Mahomes that. That's the thing with the Niners. You can keep it close all game, but you cannot give the ball to Patrick Mahomes with less than 2 minutes left on the clock.
I agree.
Because they will win that game.
I might jinx him right now, but I don't think Harrison Butker has ever missed in the playoffs.
You had to go and say it.
Yeah. You know, we have to give the information to the people.
Yeah. No, but I mean, Butker's really good. He's going up there with Tucker, I think.
I agree.
I mean, well, obviously nobody's going to have the same leg as Justin Tucker, but...
No, I mean, and Justin Tucker's going to go down as probably the best kicker of all time.
Well, I don't know. He doesn't have the rings to... Well, he has one ring to back it up, but that's about it.
Yeah, but he's a kicker.
That's true.
He can't really control much of that. He just goes out there and kicks it.
Yeah, no, you're right. And he's dang good at what he does.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, so Super Bowl MVP, I have Mahomes, like I said previously. I know that's the betting favorite. If the Chiefs win, it's probably going to be Mahomes.
I'm also going to go Mahomes, but I also think Kelsey's a dark horse for it.
I think Mahomes throws for 2 touchdowns and 280 yards. I think he has a pretty average day. I think Pacheco gets a touchdown. That's one thing I didn't add in my parlay pick that we're about to announce in a little bit. I do like Pacheco for an anytime, but yeah, I think that it's going to be a Kelsey touchdown, a Pacheco touchdown, and a Rashee Rice touchdown.
Okay.
Are going to be the 3 Chiefs scores. And 2 of those obviously passing from Mahomes.
It's probably going to be like Noah Gray.
Yeah.
Jerick McKinnon's not even on the team anymore. Clyde Edwards-Helaire and like a pick 6 from
Isaiah McDuffie.
Trent McDuffie?
Or Trent McDuffie, whatever it is.
No, I'm going to go with like a defensive lineman, George Karlaftis.
No, you know, the game's going to open up, and it's going to be a 3-and-out by the Niners. It's going to go to the Chiefs, and it's going to be an 80-yard bomb to MVS. Marquez Valdes-Scantling for the touchdown, and he's going to have a career day. He's going to go for 150 receiving yards.
I could see it.
Yeah.
There was going back to the little prop bets again. I saw one on FanDuel. It was the Trent McDuffie to get a pick 6 and the Chiefs to win by exactly 6 at plus 50,000 odds.
Wow.
Pick 6 to win it in overtime.
Like
They win by exactly 6.
If it was like Deron Bland, I could see it. But, man, I don't know. That's a bit of a stretch. You said 50,000 odds?
Yeah. A little sprinkle a little bit.
Throw a buck on it. See what happens.
Yeah. All right, yeah, let's jump into our parlay picks now.
You want to go yours first?
Yeah, I'll start mine off. I got a 4-leg parlay here. Got Travis Kelce over 71.5 receiving yards at minus 110. We got CMC anytime touchdown, minus 220. I think that's what everyone's going to take, and he probably won't score. Mahomes 2+ passing touchdowns at minus 148. And CMC over 130.5 rushing plus receiving yards at minus 110. That parlay gives you plus 545 odds. You know, throw down $10, win $55, round it up.
Yeah, so I tried to look at Griff's parlay as he made his, as I made mine. So we didn't have any duplicates.
We started trying to take the same things.
Yeah, no, there was probably 3 or 4 that we were the same on. We had to divvy up. But my parlay picks also 4 legs. Kicking it off, we have Brock Purdy over 0.5 interceptions thrown. So for Purdy to throw an interception,
Love it.
minus 130. I think this Chiefs secondary is very underrated. I could see L'Jarius Sneed jumping out in front of like Ayuk.
I think he throws one first pass of the game.
Really?
Yeah. The nerves are going to get to him, and then
can
he'll
see
settle in a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think Purdy, you have to take into account all these amazing things that he's done. He was still a quarterback from Iowa State that went last pick of the draft.
For a reason.
I'm sorry?
For a reason.
Yeah, for a reason. I mean,
yeah,
he's a beneficiary of such an amazing system with Kyle Shanahan as their head coach. But I do think, there's going to be some growing pains. No rookie unless your C.J. Stroud is this good. He's not a rookie; it's second year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's still young. This is his first big game. A lot riding on this, a lot on his shoulders. I could see an interception being thrown. That's minus 130 odds. Moving on, we have Christian McCaffrey over 33.5 receiving yards. I think this should easily hit. If the Niners are behind, they're going to be passing a lot, and McCaffrey is always involved in the passing game.
Yep.
It's minus 120 odds. And these last two are Travis Kelce. Kelce over 6.5 receptions. I believe he had 10 catches last game.
Yeah.
And, that connection is just unreal.
Especially come Super Bowl. I mean...
Yeah. Mahomes...
You get the ball to Kelce.
Kelce's his safety net. He's his number one target and his safety net. And Kelce somehow is almost always open.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get targeted enough where catching 7 passes should be light work. He might even have that in the first half. That's at minus 160. And the last one is Kelce anytime touchdown. I think they connect at some point. I really do.
I think there's a chance they connect multiple times.
Yeah. That's not a bad bet either. Is Kelce over 1.5 touchdowns.
I'm going to take him 3+.
3+.
Sprinkle it a little bit.
Yeah, and that's minus 110, which brings the grand total to plus 850 odds. You lay down $10, you win 85.
I like it. I mean, that's really all we got.
Yeah.
This is going to be a quick one. We're just kind of previewing the Super Bowl, throwing together a little bets here and there, and we'll be back next week with a long episode once again. We're going to recap the Super Bowl, like I said. We plan on doing our own season awards that we may be making up on the spot. And, that's pretty much it. Check us out on socials, all in the description of this video. And if you're listening, it's at IceBath Sports on Instagram and TikTok, at IceBathPod on X. You can check out the video version of this episode on the IceBath Sports Podcast YouTube page if you're not already. We'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the Super Bowl. And as always, stay cool.